He walks through the jungle entrance, sunlight bouncing off the leaves. He freezes as a faint glowing light flickers deep in the foliage. He steps carefully across mossy stones while curious animals peek out. He trips on a tiny root and flails as leaves fly around him. His face goes wide-eyed as he takes in the wild colors around him. A monkey swings past on a vine while he looks up in surprise. He spots an old treasure map on the ground and squeals in excitement. He holds the map high as birds fly overhead and light rays cut through. He tiptoes past cartoon snakes and flowers, trying not to make noise. He pushes aside vines to reveal a hidden cave entrance. Inside, dim light shimmers among cobwebs and floating dust. He steps into a glowing chamber, curiosity painted across his face. A treasure chest sits on a pedestal, faint sparkles drifting up. He slowly opens the chest, hands trembling with anticipation. He peers at golden coins and a glowing orb glittering inside. A shadow with glowing eyes appears behind him in the doorway. He turns, nervous sweat forming on his forehead. He bolts away as the glowing eyes in the dark begin to follow. He runs full speed through dense jungle, branches whipping past. He trips over a vine midair, arms flailing in cartoon panic. He face plants into a muddy puddle with a big splash. A glowing-eyed monster silhouette looms in the mist behind him. He sprints, motion blurs streaking past the trees. Branches slap his face while a monkey giggles in the background. He grabs a vine and swings like a cartoon Tarzan for a moment. He tumbles down a slope, leaves and dust trailing his roll. He lands before an ancient stone door etched with glowing runes. Inside the dark chamber, he peers around at shadowy corners. The walls are covered in ancient carvings of stick figures and symbols. At the center stands a pedestal holding a glowing green orb. He pokes the orb and electric sparks fly in a comic zap. His skeleton briefly glows inside his cartoon body in surprise. A holographic stick spirit emerges from the orb, luminous and wise. He awkwardly waves at the floating spirit, unsure what to do. The orb spins, and a green beam of energy shoots toward him. He begins glowing, flexing his cartoon arms in astonishment. He walks out of the chamber glowing as sunbeams hit him. Vines start moving obediently to the gestures of his hands. A nearby tree bursts into bloom as he grins in triumph. Suddenly, the jungle floor trembles and dust fills the air. Vines twist violently on their own, acting like wild ropes. Tree beast guardians step out of the shadows with glowing eyes. He stares in horror, the glowing spirit hovering behind him. The vines he thought he controlled lash back at him angrily. He gets tangled mid-air in vines, flailing with comedic panic. He hits the muddy ground hard as vines snap around him. Roots burst up like angry snakes while he rolls aside to dodge. He lunges toward a pulsing, glowing stone, hoping for a power-up. The stone zaps him again and smoke curls from his cartoon head. Tree beasts close in. He raises his glowing hands defiantly. He lashes out with vines and roots, clashing with the monsters. A beast slams the ground and a shockwave throws him into the air. He slides down a huge tree trunk and gives an exaggerated sigh. The glowing spirit hovers above as he lies exhausted and panting. He sits on a rock under moonlight, bruised but resolute. The ancient spirit reappears beside him with a calming glow. He scratches his head, confused but trying to pay attention. The spirit gestures, teaching him to seek harmony with the jungle. He closes his eyes and sits cross-legged as vines glow softly. The air shimmers and jungle plants begin to calm around him. He lifts his hands gently, and a golden path parts through the trees. He walks forward confidently while animals watch in silence. Birds spiral overhead as he smiles, finally feeling in tune. The jungle shakes as guardians rise one last time to challenge him. He glows a brighter green, vines swirling protectively around him. The first guardian charges, leaves and debris flying through the air. Roots shoot up and form a living shield to block the impact. He channels the orb's glow as vines wrap calmly around the beasts. The guardian's red eyes slowly fade to gentle green in peace. Birds circle above while sunlight breaks through the canopy. He wipes sweat from his brow and grins at the restored balance. The spirit returns with a smile, and he bows awkwardly in relief. He stands calm as vines rest and guardians settle in the background. The glowing orb floats back to its pedestal, and he salutes it goofily. He scratches his head and laughs about how close he came to disaster. Sunlight filters through the trees while birds and monkeys play nearby. A close-up shows his muddy, smiling face, tired but proud. He walks slowly toward the jungle exit, careful yet confident. A wide shot shows the jungle watching him leave, guardians peeking out. He waves to the guardians with a relieved smile, saying goodbye. He steps into sunlight as the jungle fades behind him quietly. He pauses at the jungle edge, sunset spreading golden light over him. Glowing eyes in the trees fade into mist as nightfall approaches. He gazes at the golden idol in his hand, thoughtful and soft smiling. A close-up captures his reflective smile as he contemplates the lesson. He places the idol gently back on the ancient stone pedestal. The jungle relaxes, vines untangle, and animals return to peace. He walks away with an empty backpack but a head full of stories. From above, the jungle closes in, mysterious and magically intact. Finally, he disappears into sunlight as the words linger. Would you dare enter?